Today's video is brought to you by the Ridge wallet, ridge.com/PIMPNITE. The Ridge is a quality, minimalistic front pocket product designed to upgrade from the old, bulky wallet. The Ridge is slim, RFID blocking, holds up to 12 cards and room for cash. It also has over 30,000 5-star reviews. The Ridge wallet comes in a whole range of styles, including carbon fiber, forged carbon, titanium, and many other styles to suit your needs. Ridge also offers other great accessories like phone cases, bags, mobile charging, knives, and a lot of other great quality products. Take advantage of the free shipping so you can get it fast, free returns if you don't like it, and it comes with a lifetime guarantee. Get 10% off today with free worldwide shipping and returns by going to ridge.com/PIMPNITE. That's right, ridge.com/PIMPNITE, and use code PIMPNITE, link in the description. Thanks Ridge for the channel sponsor and to all those who have purchased their products. What's up, it's you? For today's video, we're with full Pseudo legendary Pokemon team middle evolutions. Now, last time I did the baby evolution, so I thought, let's do the middle one and finish off all 3 of them. Now, if you want to check me out on Twitch, make sure you do. That's where I do all my battles, take my battles, my theme teams, and my Pokemon sweeps. Now, today's video, you may notice, is a little bit long, exactly like something else. I'm going to be having 4 battles in here because you did give me some feedback saying you did like the longer battles if I had them. Okay, the first battle, this one was on the Wycombe. I'm not really sure what my opponent's name is, and it was a very, very interesting battle. And they've got an Onyx lead, which is a little bit unexpected. Now, I've got Beat Up, Dragon Rush, Astonish, and U-Turn as my moves. I've got Max Speed and Max Attack, Jolly Nature. So going for U-Turn here because I know that Beat Up's going to do no damage, and even if I get a flinch, it may not even do like a quarter of its health, right? So swapping out into Dragonair because this is a special Dragonair, right? Now, this Dragonair is a choice spec set here. Actually, no, it's not a choice spec set. It's an Everlight set. We got Everlight, Max Speed, and Max Special Attack, Fire Blast, Dragon Pulse, Ice Beam, and Zap Cannon. So going for the Ice Beam on the Onyx. Onyx actually went for a Body Press, outspeeding me, and Body Press doesn't do too bad a damage to Dragonair. I guess it's about a 3-hit KO. So go for that Ice Beam on Onyx, and Onyx is going to be going down. So it's very interesting they had Onyx as the lead. I'd say they would have had Stealth Rock as the other move, and maybe like Earthquake, something like that. Anyway, Onyx is down. The next Pokemon to come out with my Dragonair is the Tyranitar. So I was like, okay, what can I do with this Dragonair? Like, all of my moves are going to do very, very small damage. I was like, let's go for Zap Cannon. Maybe I can get a Paralyze, right? So Tyranitar's going to go for the Rock Blast here. Rock Blast only hits twice, which is really, really good. Give me another roll of the dice with the Zap Cannon, right? So we got some more Sandstorm damage on my Dragonair. I'm going to shake that Torn off. Not that it really matter, right? Because I've got all, special attacking moves. And Zap Cannon lands. I crit and I get the Paralyze automatically because I landed the Zap Cannon, right? Now, Tyranitar is going to be going for a Crunch here, and that is going to finish off my Dragonair. But I did cripple the Tyranitar with the Paralyze, so I was pretty happy about that. All right. Now, next Pokemon is Metang, and man, Metang popped off in all of these battles. So this is probably one of the better sets on my team. We got Steel Roller, which I thought was a really cool move, Z Headbutt, Earthquake, and Rock Polish. Now, I've got Everlight on this one too, and I've also got very similar EVs to the Dragonair, being Max Speed and Max Attack, right? I've got on this Adamant Nature there, so we're going to go for a Rock Polish and boost our speed by 2 stages. Tyranitar is going to be paralyzed, which is really nice. What I'm going to do right here, I'm thinking about going for the Dynamax on my Metang, and then I thought, with the Steel Roller set, right, I've got Zen Headbutt, obviously to max Mindstorm, to set the terrain up on the field, and then when I come out of the Dynamax, right, or if I'm still alive out of Dynamax, I can go for a Steel Roller, right. That was sort of the whole thing for this set, right. So go for that Dynamax Metang here, plus Tyranitar on their team was one of the bigger threats to come across my team, right? So I had to get rid of it really, really quick, or at least try to, right? So go for the Max Steel Spike there, and that is enough to take out Tyranitar. So very, very nice there. Also, Metang is not going to get hit by the Sandstorm. That's also another reason I sent it out there. And I've got to admit, its shiny looks really, really cool. Like, out of Metagross's whole evolution line, all of I like all of them. They look like really, really cool. So next Pokemon is Avalon. Now, this was a very, very big problem, right? Now, I know that Avalon's got already, like, really, really good defense already. And I was wondering what other set, like what set this would be or what sort of like moves it would use against me, right? So we got, and normally it's got Avalanche and Recover, right? And I'm thinking this have Earthquake, and now it's going to go for Iron Defense. It's like, okay, it's going to be a body press set for sure, right? It's already got very, very big defense, so the move suits it very, very nicely. So the Sandstorm is going to go away there. I've got one more turn in Dynamax, and there's not a lot I can really do, right? I've got the Psychic Terrain up on the field for Steel Roller, and that's about it. Now, I did have a sneaking suspicion they were going to go for Recover this turn and get all the damage back that I just previously did to them, right? So Avalon is going to be going for Recover, and all of its health is back. Now, I knew right now that I would not be able to take the Avalon out with Metang, right? But I had to get some form of damage on it, right? Because if it had Sturdy, I didn't want it like to live on 1 health to a special move, right? That was the plan anyway. So go for the Steel Roller there. Steel Roller's not going to do a lot of damage. And the thing about Steel Roller, which makes it so hard to use, is it actually eats the terrain after you use it, right? So once you use it once on the terrain's gone. You can't use it again until another terrain is set up, which is very, very difficult to use. I'm thinking about doing some sort of strategy with Steel Roller, right? To do a Pokemon sweep only with Steel Roller, but I've got to have like maybe some support Pokemon keep setting up the terrains for me. I thought it'd be like really, really cool. Would you guys like to see that? I think I could come up with some sort of strategy there. Anyway, Avalon's going to take me out with a couple of body presses there. Metang was Everlighted, so it was able to tank that attack a lot better than some other Pokemon, right? Next Pokemon here is the Sligoo. Now, Sligoo is a choice spec set. We got Draco Meteor, Blizzard, Sludge Wave, and Absorb. Now, Absorb I thought was pretty funny for like a grass type. Like, say if I come across a Pokemon that was really, really weak to grass, like Quagsire or something, I could take him out with an Absorb. Anyway, so go for Draco Meteor, and that is enough to take out the Avalon, thank goodness, because this Pokemon is extremely bulky, and it's got a way to recover off as well. So bye-bye, Avalon. I'm very, very good to see you go. Next Pokemon is Dragofish. This is another very threatening Pokemon here. It's going to be going for a Fishious Rent. Now, since I've got max health, I managed to just live it right. And not only did I live it, I got a Gooey off too. That was my ability. And Draco Meteor is going to be hitting again. Now, since I was running a choice spec set, right, this was still going to do some really good damage. And that drops Dragofish right there. That was so good. Sligoo coming in absolute clutch there, taking out 2 Pokemon. I'm in a very, very good position right now. I've only lost my Metang and my Dragonair, but the battle gets even better, people. So we got the Poltergeist coming in. I was a little bit worried about a Shell Smash, but what was I going to do, right? Should I stay in and go for the shaky Draco Meteor, or should I go for Dracloak and attempt to beat up, right? However, Poltergeist is going to go for Shadow Ball on the swap. I don't know whether they expected me to do that or they just went for damage, but regardless, Dracloak is going to go down, unfortunately. So now I'm down to 3 Pokemon, and things are looking a little bit nasty, right? So we're going to go to Zwelios. This set was pretty interesting. It's a little bit different from my normal one. I've got Dragon Rush, Head Smash, Double Hit, and Zen Headbutt with Choice Band. What I did right is I picked the most inaccurate move that it actually learns, and I see if I could land them. It was very difficult, right, because the move really wouldn't land a lot of the time. So we got Dynamax Poltergeist here. They're not going to go for Shell Smash. They're just going to like Dynamax and attack me right away. Now I was thinking right here, what can this thing actually do to me? Like, I've got max health. I believe I'll be able to live anything, like any move this thing throws at me, right? So it's going to be going for a Max Phantasm. Obviously, that's its best, strongest move against a Dark-type, and I lived that one pretty well. So it's a 3-hit KO on Zwelios. Now, I'm going to have a defense drop there, and Dragon Rush misses. That was a big, big miss there, because that would have done a lot of damage. So I've got no choice. I've got to go for another Dragon Rush here, and here comes another Max Mindstorm. I needed to live this one and get a Dragon Rush off. I live on 4 health there, which is very, very close. I almost went down. Getting another defense drop doesn't really matter at all, and Dragon Rush is going to connect this time. Look at the damage there. Almost taking out the Poltergeist in one shot. So I was like, okay, that first Dragon Rush definitely like mattered, because Poltergeist would have fainted that like easy, right? What I'm going to be doing, right, is I'm going to be keeping my Zwelios back and going back into my Sligoo. Sligoo's pretty much done here. It's going to get outsped, so I'm going to be using it as a bait there. Now, it's a little bit of a shame that I didn't have Sap Sipper on Sligoo, because I actually could have stalled out the Poltergeist another turn. But it would have been inevitable. I would have fainted anyway, regardless where I had Sap Sipper or Gooey, right? So Sligoo's going to be going down there, but Sligoo did awesome. Stalled out the last turn of the Dynamax, right? Now, I've got 2 Pokemon left. Now, I was thinking, okay, I've got Gabite, right? Now, also, on this team, I could only bring 6 of the 9 pseudo-legendary middle evolutions, so I spread out the Pokemon across 4 battles, right? So you could see all of them in action. individually. So Poltergeist is out of its Dynamax here. I'm going to be going, I've got Hone Claws, Dragon Rush, Stone Edge, and Iron Tail. I've got max speed and max attack. Poltergeist is going to be outspeeding me here, going for the Shadow Ball. It does have the weak armor up, unfortunately, and it does around 3/4 health to my Gabite now. I've got Everlight as the item on this, which enables me to actually live it. Dragon Rush was one of my few options there to go for. This was actually relying on accuracy too. I couldn't get a Hone Claws up. I didn't have enough time, and thank goodness that landed. Sort of made up for the Poltergeist miss there. So the last Pokemon here is Spiritomb. So I knew Spiritomb is going to be very bulky. No way I'm going to take this out. Stone misses. Oh, that was such a bad miss right there. And now Spiritomb's going to go for a trick. I'm like, what are they going to give me, right? So they tricked away their lagging tail to my Gabite, and they got an Everlight. That was very, very mean there. Like, this person, I'm not sure if this person knows who I am on the Wycombe from my name, but they trolled me big time there. So they're going to go for a foul play, and they're going to crit me with foul play. I'm going to get a little bit of rough skin damage. Man, Stone Edge and rough skin would have been really great damage on the Spiritomb. Next Pokemon, it's not a person, is my Zwelios, and it's only got 4 health left, right? So I'm like, okay, let's go for a Dragon Rush. It's my last resort here, right? I don't know if I can take it out, but it's going to do some jolly good damage, right? So go for Dragon Rush. It's going to connect on the Spiritomb, right? Does massive amounts of damage, does not take it out, but I get a flinch there. That was amazing. So this is going to be the deciding turn, people, whether I can get the KO or not. Is it going to land or is it going to fail? The grass is going to disappear from the battlefield. And guess what happens, people? Guess what happens? My opponent hits the baby bottle button and runs away. Come on. I really wanted to see what the outcome of that battle was. We got some fresh salt there, people, in the morning. Hope you enjoyed that first battle. What a crazy battle there. I mean, I will be fair, right? I had some bad luck too. Like, all the luck didn't go their way in that battle, so I could have still missed the Dragon Rush. Anyway, nice battle there. The second one, this was also on the Wycombe. This was against Veronica. So we got a interesting lead here. We got the Shiinotic. So I've got my Hakamo here. So we've got a Dragon Pulse, Focus Miss, Round Automize set with the Throat Spray, Max Special Attack, and Max Speed, right? In this case, I am not going to keep it in because I'm going to go down to like, just any fairy type move will take me up. So going to the Metang here, Moonblast is going to come against my Metang, and it's going to do no damage at all, right? Absolutely nothing. It's about a, 20 hit KO. So we got the Shiinotic swapping out there, and we got the Duraludon coming in here. So I thought, okay, Duraludon's probably going to go for maybe a ground type move here. That's probably what I would do if I was using it. Or it's just going to go for a strong special move. So go for Earthquake here. I've got the Rock Polish up again. Earthquake does very good damage to Duraludon. It's a 2-hit KO, right? Duraludon is going to go for the Stomping Tantrum. Stomping Tantrum is going to be super effective, but it's really not going to do a lot of damage to Metang with Everlight, right? Now they're going to swap out their Duraludon here. I looked on their team, right? What their team preview was, and I knew the Gyarados would swap in here, or there was a high chance it would swap in, right? This is a very, very big turning point of this battle, right? I actually went for Dynamax Metang here, expecting Gyarados to swap in to get my Psychic Terrain on the field and do damage to the incoming Gyarados, because Gyarados is obviously a very, very threatening Pokemon, right? So everything I thought would happen did happen, and Metang is going to be Dynamaxing, and it's going to be very, very speedy too. Now, they'll have to sort of make a decision whether they want their Gyarados to faint this turn or not. Now, I knew that my Zen Headbutt or my G-Max move, Dynamax move would not take it out in one shot, but I knew that it would definitely be a 2-hit KO, especially with the terrain up on the field, right, with the Psychic Terrain there. So we got the Psychic Terrain. I'm going to go for another Max Mind Swap, and Gyarados is going to be going down there. So that was very, very good. Give me a nice early lead to the battle, and taking out a Gyarados too. Gyarados is very, crazy strong Pokemon. Next Pokemon to come out is the Jolteons. It's like, okay, Jolteon's very fast, but since I've got a Rock Polish up, I should just be able to outpace it by, a couple of stats there. Unless they've got a Choice Scarf, but they're not because they're Dynamaxing, right? So I've got Earthquake on this one. Max Quake is going to do some good damage to it. I don't think it'll take it out in one shot, but it will give me a special defense boost, and it will enable me to probably 2-hit KO it, right? So we got the, maybe I was thinking maybe they're going to go for a Max Guard here, but they didn't. So like, okay, let's go for Max Quake here and see how much this is going to do to Jolteon. Now, Jolteon isn't overly bulky on the defensive side, so it does a lot of damage. So the next Earthquake is going to take it out if my Metang actually survives the next attack. All right. So here comes the Max Phantasmere. That is not going to do a lot of damage to Metang because, I've just got Max Health and I'm in Dynamax too. Well, not Max Health, but I'm in Dynamax, so I've got a nice buff there in health. So I can go for an Earthquake here and take out Jolteon, and that is going to go down. I think that came from Shadow Ball, but it didn't do a lot of damage. I thought it might do a little bit more than that. So bye-bye Jolteon there, unless it was like a physical side. I'm trying to figure out what physical move it would have used there. Oh, no, it must have been Shadow Ball. Next Pokemon is the Shiinotic, right? Now, Metang's taken out 2 Pokemon. They actually swapped their Shiinotic out expecting a Steel-type move. I went for the Steel Roller here because I've got the Psychic Terrain up. You know, it's the best bet to go for it. Unfortunately there, it's not going to take out Duraludon, but I can outspeed it and take it out with the Earthquake afterwards, right? I really want to bury that Shiinotic. It's quite ironic there that I'm out of all the Pokemon on their team, right, I'm going to be struggling with Shiinotic, right, because I can't use Steel Roller. They are very, very lucky that I don't have Meteor Mash, right? Because that would be a world of pain. Next Pokemon is Shiinotic. I could have, if I had like Meteor Mash, I could have easily taken it out. So I was like, you know what? Let's go for the Zen Headbutt here and see how much it's going to do. It's a clear 3 hit KO. So getting a flinch there on the Shiinotic, getting another Zen Headbutt off. It doesn't miss. And I don't get a flinch there, and they're going to get a Spore off. So I was like, okay, Spore. I've seen they've got Moonblast. Moonblast will not take me out from this range. And I'm guessing they could possibly have a Grass-type move as well, and maybe some other support move. So they're going to be going for like a Leech Seed here on my Metang. So it's like, okay, if I wake up here, they're going to be in a lot of trouble because they've used up their Dynamax already. This is very, very close, right, to a Metang sweep because their last couple of Pokemon Metang can actually deal with very, very well. I'm pretty sure I can one-shot them. So it's got Giga Drain, it's another move. Obviously, it's not going to do a lot of damage to me. And they were quite lucky there that I didn't wake up from sleep. And they were also doubly lucky that I was going for a meme Steel Roller set because Meteor Mash would have wiped the rest of their team. So down goes the Metang there, and I finally lose my first Pokemon. Metang was off the charts in this battle, right? I really think, though, that the Dynamax and the Max Mindstorm on the Gyarados was sort of like the cornerstone of taking out like the majority of their team already, right? So going to Hakamo here, I thought, let's go for a round. I want to sort of throw them off and make them worry that I've got a move that may be able to take them out. And they swapped. I'm like, this is cool. They actually swapped there. They didn't call the bluff. Thank goodness. I was Moonblast would have destroyed me, right? So I went for the round there. I'm going to get that Throat Spray boost, and Nidoqueen is going to come in. So Metang would have taken Nidoqueen out with the Earthquake, right? So that would have been really, really nice. So we got the Ice Beam coming from the Nidoqueen, and Hakamo is going to be going down there, unfortunately. I would have liked to get one of my other attacks off. Not that it would have done like lots and lots of damage. I still feel like Nidoqueen may have lived the Dragon Pulse. So going to Dragonair here, Nidoqueen's actually a very, very big threat to my team. As you know, a lot of these Pokemon are Dragon type, right? Ice Beam does a lot of damage to Dragonair. Thank goodness I've got the Everlight, else I would have gone down there. This thing's definitely got Sheer Force Ice Beam. My Ice Beam isn't enough to take out the Nidoqueen, but it does put a very nice dent in it, and I'm very, very happy about that. So down goes my Dragonair. I've only got one more Pokemon who could possibly withstand any move that Nidoqueen is going to be doing here, and that is going to be Pupitar. So I've got a Everlight Pupitar set, max health and max special defense with the Everlight Shed Skin, and I've got Curse, Rest, Stomping Tantrum, and Stone Mist, right? We've got Stone Mist and Stomping Tantrum combination, which works really nicely there. And it's very bulky after a couple of curses, right? So go for that Stomping Tantrum. We got the Earth Spell come from Nidoqueen. I knew that was coming my way. It does very, very good damage to me. But since I'm running max health and max special defense, and I've got an Everlight, Nidoqueen is going to fail to take me out. So that must have been a little bit of a surprise for them there. So bye-bye Nidoqueen. That was a very, very threatening Pokemon taken out there. Now, the next Pokemon is Shiinotic. It's like, okay, I cannot allow this to get a Giga Drain to get some health back. Stone Mist is going to land, and Wander is going to go down, which is very, very good. Now, there's only one more Pokemon left, and I've got 3 more left, so things are looking pretty nice. Now, the last Pokemon is Tyranitar, which is a Magmortar. I thought, is it going to go for Focus Mist? And it did, it's Focus Mist. I was like, okay, is this going to be Choice Scarf? Is it going to be Choice Specs? Assault Vest, Life Orb, what sort of item is it going to be? Pupitar is going to go down for that one. Unfortunately, it didn't have enough health to live right. Now, we got Sligoo coming in here. I've got Gabite in the back still. I thought that'd do pretty good if, Sligoo actually fails here. So Magmortar's going to go for a Psychic. That's not good enough. That's not enough damage. Sligoo is going to be going for a Draco Meteor here. I know it's going to be a 1 to 2 hit KO, right? And Magmortar gets dropped by 1 Draco Meteor. That, my friends, is the second battle. That was crazy. I will say this, though. Metang definitely set the stage there for me to win that battle. Like, it was pretty much a sweep. Like, Magmortar would have gone down to Earthquake. So would a Nidoqueen, right? So I was very, very close getting that Metang sweep. All right, let's get on to the third battle. This is against Mr. Guzzlord. This one was on my Twitch stream, actually. And we got another amazing battle right here. So the first Pokemon here is Licky Barfy. So it's a Licky right? Now, we got Shelgon here. I haven't used Shelgon yet. This is a pretty curious set that I tried to run with Avalon, right? So we got max attack and max speed on this set. We got Defense Curl, Rollout, Dragonite, and Double Team, right? What I'm going to be doing here is go for Dragonite, and I'm going to be going for a Rollout Shelgon, right? Now, obviously, after you use Defense Curl, you can get a boost on the Rollout for the first term, so I thought let's go ahead and do that. Now, Licky's going to go for a Body Slam there. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does paralyze my Shelgon. Now, after I got paralyzed here, the bad luck just kept coming in and in and in. So go for a defense curl here, boosting my defense. I still outsped the Licky, which is pretty funny. And now Licky's got to go for Acid. I'm like, this is the straight troll set. So we got Body Slam and we got Acid. So I get paralyzed there on the the third turn there. It's got another Acid there. Acid's not doing a lot of damage to me. And I'm going to be getting paralyzed again. So it's like, oh, this is annoying. I could get my rollouts up. The thing about rollout, right, if you miss it or you get paralyzed up, the whole stage actually finishes, right? So I'm going to get paralyzed again. I think that's 3 in a row now. And I'm actually getting beaten by an Acid Licky right now, only on PIMPNITE's channel, right? So go for a rollout finally. I was going to go for defense curl. I just got sick of not doing anything. So like, I want to get some damage on this Licky, right? So Licky's going to continue going for your Acid here on my Shelgon, and it actually crits me. And my next rollout, right, was going to do a lot of damage to Licky. I was thinking it was going to do like around the half, and the next one would probably almost take it out. Rollout misses. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. So here comes another Acid from the Licky. It's a solid 22 hit KO on my Shelgon, right? Now, the annoying thing is, too, Licky actually has leftovers, too. So it could be at the stage where I'm not going to do any damage to it at all. So go for another rollout hit. It's my first one again. The whole process is going to be started over again. And Body Slam. I mean, Body Slam is probably doing about as much as Acid here. Like, Shelgon's very, very bulky at this stage, right? So Licky Barfy's going to get some more leftover recovery. Shelgon is going to be going for its rollout number 2 there. That's starting to do some really nice damage. Licky's going to go for another Acid here. And Acid is not going to take up my Shelgon. I live on 4 health. Now, if I land this rollout, Licky is going to go Licky down. Or if I miss or I get paralyzed, my Shelgon's going to go down. Thankfully, my rollout does connect and Licky is going to go down. Man, that took like... literally, that took a quarter of the battle to take that goddamn Licky out. Next Pokemon is the Seeking, right? So Seeking's going to be taking me out with a Quick Attack. Quick Attack Seeking, baby, only on PIMPNITE's channel. So down goes Shelgon. Imagine if I lived that on 1 health. That would have been amazing. Next Pokemon is Dragofish. I actually get to use this time. Last time I got destroyed. So we're going to go for an Astonish here. I'm going to see if I can flinch this Seeking, right? It does pretty solid damage, you got to admit. And Drill Run is going to miss. Unfortunately, I didn't get a flinch there. So like, okay, let's go for Beat Up. Now, Shelgon has fainted, so I'm not going to get like all 6 Beat Up hits. But I'm going to get 5, right? So that's usually pretty nice damage, right? So getting some nice Beat Up damage on the Seeking. I was hoping I could seek a flinch there with a King Throw. And we're going to Drill Run here. And Drill Run's about a 2-hit KO. It's going to be a 3-hit KO if they do get a crit there, right? So here comes another Drill Run from the Seeking there. And Seeking does not crit me, thank goodness. Now, I really need to go for a beat up here and take this thing out. However, we got the Seeking swapping out. And we've got the Gengar coming in. So, okay, what is Gengar going to do? So go for Dragon Rush here. Dragon Rush missed the first turn. It's going to connect the next turn. And it's a 2-hit KO. Then I thought, okay, maybe it's not a 2-hit KO, it's a bulky Gengar. Then Gengar, right, is going to go for a Poison Gas. So if you look at Gengar's nickname, right, it's called like, it's called like Fart something. Let me read that again. Anyway, I wanted to take Gengar out with Astonish, only on PIMPNITE's channel there, and Bad Fart Jokes is going to live, and it's going to Curse Body my Astonish, and I'm going to go down to the Poison Gas. Man, Gengar just farted on me. Actually, I found something out really good, right? I'm going to teach you all something really amazing. I found out that Gengar's farts are purple, right? That's content. All right, now my next Pokemon I'm going to swap in here is my Metang, right? Now, Metang can take this out literally with any move, right? I can go for a Dynamax here. I can go for a Rock Polish. I was like, let's just go for Dynamax. What I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to set that Psychic Terrain up on the field because we want to get the Steel Roller going, right? That's the whole reason I Dynamax Metang so much in these battles. Like, it was pretty much, I'd say... Oh, 8 battles out of 10, I Dynamax Metang, just due for this reason, right? So Metang, I know is not going to outspeed the Gengar. Gengar's going to go for Corrosive Gas. This set's all about farts, and it's going to dissolve my Everlights. Corrosive Gas is a really, really cool move. Like, you know, just gets rid of the items. It's super cool. So Gengar's going to go down, obviously, to the Zen Headbutt on the Metang, or the Max Mind Stop, and that's going to be going down there. I've got 2 more turns, right? So I thought maybe I could go for a Max Guard the next turn, and then I could attack that turn after. Then I could go for the Steel Roller, right? Now, out comes the Pinsir. I want my Mega. I mean, I would like to see Mega's return. And you know what? I never thought I'd say I'd like to see Mega's return. But I guess they're part of the game. For me, they are part of the game, and I would like to see them return. What do you guys think? Would you like to see them back in the remakes? I would like to see them back. So anyway, we got a Dynamax Pinsir here, and Pinsir can go for, like, I guess, like a Bug-type move. That'd be its best move to sort of go for damage, right? Now, I mean, if it goes for a Bug-type move, it's going to drop my special attack, but I've got Clear Body, so it doesn't really matter, right? I feel like I can leave anything from Pinsir with my Metang here, right? So go for the Max Guard straight up there. I want to see what move it's going to use. It's going to go for the Max Flutterby. So, okay. Is it going to be like a special set or a physical set? So here comes the Max Flutterby. It does pretty good damage to Metang, but I'm able to live that one fairly well right there. So I'm pretty confident I can live the next attack and then use Steel Roller, right? So go for Match Quake here. I'm going to boost my special defense there. And, you know, Steelix, the Pinsir is going to take very, very minimal damage there, right? But Metang's going to get a boost. Now, I probably could have gone for a Steel-type move there. That could have been good, but I wanted to get that special defense boost there. So now I'm prepped and ready to go for the Steel Roller. Pinsir's going to turn out to be, I'm guessing it's a physical set. It's going to go for the Max Whirlwind there. That doesn't do a lot of damage to me, right? Now, at this stage, I actually went for, instead of going for the Steel Roller, no, I did go for Steel Roller, but it did very minimal damage because the attack dropped from the Pinsir. So that was sort of, I was a little bit disappointed. It was like sort of a waste Dynamaxing my Pokemon after all that because it did like absolutely nothing, right? Now, Pinsir can go for any move and take me out. It's going to be a physical set with the X-Scissor. So I probably could have gone for a Steel-type move in Dynamax, but I don't know if it would have mattered because it just got a crit there. So down goes the Metang. Unfortunately, it didn't perform as well as it did in the first couple of battles, right? But man, it made up for that in the first 2. So we're going to go to Dragonair here. I've got Fire Blast in this thing. It's going to have Outrage. I was like, oh no, it's going to Dragon-type move against my Pokemon on my Dragon moves. So we got the Fire Blast here. Fire Blast fails to take it out, but it does very, very good damage, so I'm kind of happy with that one. Outrage is going to be able to take out my Dragonair there, unfortunately, so bye-bye Dragonair. Now, I've got 2 more Pokemon left, and I've only taken out 2, so things aren't looking too good at the moment. I'm going to be going into my Gabite here, so Gabite can take this thing out. If it fails to take it out, it still will get the rough skin. I went for Stone Edge there, and Pinsir is going to go down. That could have easily gone really bad there if I missed that Stone Edge. I mean, let's say worst case scenario, I miss, and it would have gone down to, you know, rough skin. And then I only had Sligoo left, so that would have been nasty. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be going for the Hone Claws, right? Because I want to boost my, actually, to make sure all my moves are going to land. Plus, they're going to give me like a nice boost in attack too. So here comes the Waterfall from the Seeking. That's pretty good damage to Gabite there. It would have done a lot more if I wasn't running Everlight, right? Now we got the Seeking actually eating a berry here. And Seeking is going to have an Oran Berry. Oran Berry Seeking, people, only on PIMPNITE's channel. So go for a attacking move here. It's going to be like Stone Edge. It's going to have some rough skin on that quick attack. I went for the Dragon Rush. It didn't really matter what move I went for. Seeking was always going to be going down here, right? It's going to be flopping out of this battle. Now, we've taken 4 Pokemon out and we've got 2 Pokemon left, right? So things are fairly even. Now we got the Rhyperior here. So I'm like, okay, Rhyperior, let's go for Dragon Rush. Let's see if we can get a flinch on this thing, right? So I'm going to hit Rhyperior literally in the head there, and I get a flinch. So I can see that's a 3-hit KO. So I went for the Iron Tail. Iron Tail still wasn't enough to take it out there. Did very, very good damage, right? Now Rhyperior is going to go for the Drill Run here. Drill Run is going to be way too much for Gabite to actually live that. However, we got some nice rough skin damage, and Rhyperior is going to go down along with me. So a double KO. I've got 1 more Pokemon left, and so does my opponent. Now, I've got the Draco Meteor all ready to go here, and then I seen, right, it was a Hitmonchan, right? So it's like, okay, this may just live. What I'm going to be doing, right, is I'm going to be going for a Blizzard and see if I can get a free sack, right? So Hitmonlee is going to go for a Leer. I'm like, oh no, this is going to be bad if I get hit by a physical move. Blizzard's going to miss, and now it's going to just destroy me with an Ice Punch. That was probably like Iron Fist as well. So bye-bye, Sligoo, and thank you for the battle, Mr. Gasol there. I could have probably attacked with Draco Meteor, and it could have, I'd say it would have taken it out. Because I thought it may have Assault Vest or something like that. But anyway, a very close battle. Hope you enjoyed that one. Let's get on to the fourth and final battle. Man, it's been a while since I've done 4 battles in a video. Is anyone still watching it? I hope you've been enjoying the content so far. Okay, this is a really cool theme team here too, if you can figure this one out. I'm going to give no clues this time. You've got to figure it out yourself. I'm not going to give any clues, I promise. So we got a Luxray here with Intimidate. It's going to drop my attack. Not that it really matters against my Hakamo, right? Because we're running that special set. So we've got a Snarl here. Unfortunately, that's going to drop my special attack. So it's going to Intimidate and Snarl, which is kind of annoying because that's going to drop, like every time it's going to drop one of your stats, right? Whether you be a physical or special attacker, right? So we got the Hakamo going for the Automize there. That's going to boost my speed by 2 stages. Now it's my turn to go for a round here and get my Throat Spray. So it was a double Throat Spray lead here, which is kind of nice. Now, I noticed there that their nickname was Throat Spray. So I'm like, maybe all of their items are going to be what their actual Pokemon's called, right? Maybe that's a little clue for you. I mean, you probably would have got that one anyway, right? So we got the, I was thinking, after Electric Train right here, I wonder what move they're going to be doing. Are they going to go for a Rising Voltage, since it's a special set? And they are going to go for a Rising Voltage. Something else is rising, and my Hakamo is going to be going down there. Nothing I could have done. Rising Voltage is like so strong, even not very effective at all, right? If I didn't have that Snarl drop, though, I would have taken Luxray out, but unfortunately, you know, that was it, right? So I'll go for my Goodbye here. I know that Goodbye can take this out. Stone Edge, thank goodness, does not miss. And, you know, down goes the Luxray there. Not that Luxray would have been able to use an Electric-type move, so I'd say I would have probably lived whatever move was going to use, right? Next Pokemon is the Rapidash, right? Rapidash is going to go for the Dazzling Gleam here. Now, once again, if I didn't have Everlight, I would have gone down to one shot there. Iron Tail is going to connect against the Rapidash, does amazing damage, but fails to take it out. Now, I do want to conserve my Gabite for maybe a little bit later on in the battle, right? So we're going to be going into Meatang here. Now, Meatang, I know, can take this out with pretty much any move, right? And it may give me the opportunity to go for a Rock Polish here too. Now, the only other move I was thinking it could hit me with maybe is going to be like Mystical Fire. That's about it. And it's going to go for Hypnosis. Hypnosis is going to miss, which is very good. And now my Meatang is going to be going for a Rock Polish here, giving me a +2 in speed. So once again, I can go for a Dynamax here and get the Psychic Terrain up with my Dynamax Meatang. Hopefully this time it works out better than last time, right? Like Steel Roller did like 3 damage to that pizza. So big old Meatang here. And I don't know, I know some people like Meatang better than Metagross. Like, what Pokemon, like, if you had to pick right out of Metagross and Meatang, what one do you like better, design-wise? I know it's a hard decision because they look like really cool. So go for the Max Mindstorm there, and that's going to take out the Rapidash with the Disrespect Zen Headbutt, right? Now, we've got the Psychic Terrain in the field. I've got 2 more turns to just do some sort of damage and then go for Steel Roll, all right. I was hoping Meatang could live until that point too, so I can make use of it. Now, the next Pokemon here is the Palossand. So Palossand is a big old sandcastle, right? Now, Palossand could have a super effective move against me, being like a ground type move, and if it is a special set, it is going to be doing some nasty damage. But even as a physical set, it will do pretty good damage, right? So there goes the Palossand. It's so cool. It's a shiny. It's like a big old sandcastle, and it's like shiny black, and it's got like little sand pebbles. I think it's like little rocks from the beach, right? Anyway, go for a Max Guard here. I don't want any of Palossand's attack. It's going to do a lot. It's going to be going for a Max Phantasm. So that could either be coming off Shadow Ball, or it could be like Poltergeist, one of those moves, right? So go for a Steel type move there. I want to boost my defense just in case it is a physical set, because I do have a sneaking suspicion that it could be, right? So here comes a Max Phantasm on my Meatang again, and it does pretty underwhelming damage. I definitely believe now that it is a physical set. So Meatang is going to be out of a Dynamax. I can go for a Steel Roller now. It's time to go for the Steel Roller, people. Then I thought, you know what? Let's go for Zen Headbutt. I'm going to get some more damage. I know that I can leave another attack and go for Steel Roller afterwards, right? Well, it actually took me out. I thought I would live that one. So bye-bye Meatang. It was really strange because the damage in Dynamax, right? Then you compare it to outside of that. Even though I lost that health, right? I believed I would have lived that one. So maybe the first hit was like min damage, and then like the second one was max damage, right? So poor Meatang, it failed again, but don't worry, it was amazing in the first couple of battles. So Gabite's going to come in here. I'm going to go for the Dragon Rush. I was hoping this would actually get a flinch, and it didn't. And Poltergeist is going to be having the Palossand's going to be having the Poltergeist, not Poltergeist. It's going to be having the Palossand. Could you imagine that, right? Palossand. Actually, just picture this in your mind, right? We got Poltergeist, a little cup of tea, right? And then it could have Palisand inside the teacup and fire sand out of it. It'd be like sand attack, but a Poltergeist doing it. So we got the Shell God coming out. I thought, you know what? It's prime time to go for a rollout against this thing. It's going to do amazing damage, right? So Poltergeist is going to be attacking me. It's going to be attacking me with my own Everlight. How disrespectful. So Poltergeist does fairly good damage to me. I'm going to be going for a Dragonator here, and then I've got the defense skill up, right? So I've got both of those, and I thought I could get like a lot of defense skills up here, because you may have noticed right now that they've got the Choice Band as their item, because that's what they're named after, right? So I thought, okay, Luxrad Throat Spray. Rapidash, I'd say, would have had a Focus Sash. Poltergeist has got, not Poltergeist, Palisand got a Choice Band. Man, you guys are going to roast me so hard for calling Palisand Poltergeist. And it's got Choice, I know that it's got Choice Band, right? So I thought I might be able to stall it out, and maybe I can get a struggle. That'll be amazing. So what I did, right, is I went for a double team here. Go for a full scummy strategies right now, hoping we can get a struggle right now. Now, Poltergeist doesn't have 100% accuracy, and it's going to miss, right? So now Shell God's going to go for a roller. I was like, you know what? If I can take this out and get a struggle, it is what it is, right? And the Palisand finally runs out of Poltergeist, and struggle is going to fail to take me out. That was beautiful, people. That was solid content. So down goes the Palisand. And now we got 3 more Pokemon here to deal with. The next one is Coco, which is called Charcoal. It's got a Charcoal. So go for the roll in here, and that gets absolutely destroyed in one shot. Poor Charcoal. Man, that just reminds me of like one of those really old fireplaces, like ones in the really old houses. I forgot what they're called. I think they're called like a might be before your time, people. They're called like a meta stove. They were the really old, really good fireplace. You could stock them up, and they could warm your clothes up and everything like that. I'm probably just talking like an old person here. Anyway, so in comes the Bergmite. It's going to be taking me out with a Avalanche there. So bye-bye, Shell Gone. Now, my next Pokemon here is the Zwelios. Zwelios easily can take this out. I went for the double hit, disrespected, and missed. No! And now it's Bergmite's going to go for a cover and get all of its freaking health back. I'm like, no. So now this thing with Everlight, like Bergmite with Everlight is freaking bulky, man. Like Avalon itself was very bulky, and when you look at the baby form, right, it's super bulky too. So Bergmite is going to be all the way back up to full health again. Actually, we've had an Avalon and we've had a Bergmite in one video. That's pretty lucky when you think about it, right? So I finally get a double hit off there, and Bergmite is going to be going for an Avalanche there. Zwelios is not going to be going down there. I'd say most of Bergmite is invested in health and defense, right? My second double hit is going to miss. My third one. And Zwelios is going to be going down to the Avalanche. Now, I've got one more Pokemon left, and that is my Pupitar. So I thought, okay, I'm a little bit scared of the last Pokemon, which you haven't seen yet. I'm going to be going for a Curse here. I need to bolster my defense just in case, right? So I can go for a Stomping Tantrum Stone Mist combination. I just got to cover like a couple of curses up, right? I believe I can definitely live these avalanches, right? Even though I've got a really bad weakness to it, I believe the Bergmite is fully invested in health and defense, right? Now we got a Toxic coming from the Bergmite here, so it had Recover, Avalanche, and Toxic, right? So not a bad little defensive wall set there, right? I believe I run one myself a very long time ago, right? I'd say the last Pokemon is going to be the biggest threat here. I know that I can get rid of Bergmite eventually. In fact, I can actually set up against it, right? So Bergmite, it doesn't really pose a lot of a threat now. I can easily take it out. Like the more curses I get up, I can go for Stone Edge, and then I can go for Stomping Tantrum, right? So go for a rest there. I'm going to rest that Toxic off straight away there, so I maybe can get the Shed Skin activation and just get rid of this, right? So here comes another Avalanche. I believe even if it crits me with Avalanche, I could probably live that run, right? So Shed Skin is going to be kicking in right away there, which is really nice. I love early Shed Skin activation. And Stone Mist is going to miss. So I was like, okay, this is really good. I can finally use my Stomping Tantrum, combination here. Stomping Tantrum is going to be double base power, right? And even with that, it doesn't take it out. I'd say I probably needed one more curse to take the Bergmite out. So Bergmite is spamming Avalanche as hard as it can spam it. I'm going to go for another Stomping Tantrum here, and Bergmite is going to be going down. Now, the last Pokemon here, I was very scared of, right? Because Pupitar is very bulky. This set is very bulky, right? But it's got one big weakness, right? Or a couple of really big 4-times weaknesses. Dreadnought's going to come in with a Razor Shell, and I'm going to get absolutely destroyed. That, my friends, is the 4th and final battle. I'll catch you next time. Really hope you enjoyed it. Peace out.